Thanks, Lee. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming along to the Lifestyle Collective Showcase. I'm super excited to have you all here, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come here. What is this? Got it. Okay, I need to click on that. Yeah, so most of you already know me personally. Or some I might have just met on social media. So I'm Angie. I've been doing this business now for 3 years, and it's changed my life in so many ways. So I thought it was a great time to celebrate and showcase what we have created and share some of the amazing stories and the amazing things that we do. So it's all focused around health, vision, fun, purpose, and community. I know we've been living in crazy and very uncertain times right now. Not working. What's that? Oh, now working. Sorry. Awesome. And I know so many people have, where am I? Lost the fun in the circle of life right now, right? We have an amazing community here, and our main focus is not only to help you level up your health, but to also say yes to more. So yes to more fun, yes to more family time, yes to more adventures, creating magic moments, and to help you create an extraordinary life on your terms. With so many people's lifestyles impacted this past year or more, I know there are so many of us that have been concerned about finances, what happens with work, with those who are put in a position that they can't return to their jobs, and also everyone's mental well-being has been affected as well. Now, more than ever, people are thinking about ways they can generate another income, leverage their time, level up their health, and most of all, people are craving community. And I realize that I'm in a position to help people with all of these. So many people think this industry is not for them. And what I see is just fear and doubt, which is everything I felt in the beginning too. People are looking for ways to leverage their time and bring in extra income. And this is such an amazing model. I believe that if it aligns with you in any way, you can really make some magic here. So my story, I need a drink, guys.
Let's all give a shout out to Ange as well for starting the beginning of her event, because it can be really fun. You're doing amazing. 100%.
All right. So when this is my story about when I started the business. So when I stayed at home with my first bub, I felt like I'd lost my identity. Why do I get emotional? Sorry, guys. Breathe. I was a shell of my former self, because let's face it, no one knows what they're doing when you become a parent for the first time, or any time really. So I went back to work 4 days and started to feel a little more normal, but I was missing. It was just like I was going on repeat and missing those special milestones. Sorry, guys. Emotional wreck. So I missed his first steps because he was at daycare, and I was stuck in a job that didn't light me up. So years passed. I was on maternity leave with my second child. I decided I didn't want to go back to work as many days. Sorry. I even came prepared. So yeah. I just didn't want to miss out on moments with the kids. So I negotiated a part-time role of just 2 days with my boss. The way it went down, though, made me feel very underappreciated. And I've been there for more than 10 years. It's a small business too, though. So gosh, so nowhere to grow, nowhere to move. And I mean, I'm still there part-time, but it just doesn't light me up. I was looking for something that would help me earn the income that I would be losing and something that would light me up. Oh. So a friend of mine shared this business, and I had previously heard about it and been interested in the products. So when she suggested the business side, I was super keen to take a closer look. Getting started in the business like this was totally outside my comfort zone, but you can't grow within your comfort zone, right? So I realized that people all around the world are making the most of social media and they're able to create an income on their terms. So why not give it a go myself? I came to learn that in this business, I could level up with an amazing community that train and support me along the way. Thanks for the high fives, Rach. So no matter how much I bring to the table, so far, I've learned a lot about myself in the last 3 years. I've gained confidence, less self-doubt, and enjoy the community of like-minded and inspiring women around me. There's no better gift for me than to not only grow as a person, but also to be able to create an income on my terms and around this supportive community. I'm excited to be building my business bigger and stronger this year by showing more and more people, beautiful people, how to live healthier lifestyles and lives they've always dreamed of. So I'm excited for more fun family adventures. Last year we bought our new car and kitted it up to go on more camping adventures. So bring on 2022. So yeah, I'm just going to hand it over to Lee. I'm going to breathe. Take it over, Lee. Thank you.
And you did amazing. And, you know, this is always something that is definitely out of everyone's comfort zone, right? You know, videos were never my biggest thing to do either, but just those 2mm shifts that you've had since you've started here, like you can see it, you can feel it. Yeah. And so I just applaud you for being here tonight, for showing up, for bringing everyone along. And thank you to everyone that comes along and listens to the stories. You know, this may not be for you, and that's totally okay. But the support that you give Ange through this journey is like second to none. So a little bit about my story. I'll flick it over and take you off the spotlight now, Ange. There we go. So when I first got started here, I've been here now for nearly 6 years. This month is my anniversary, which is awesome. Now, my background has been working in a corporate job in IT for 27 years, working a 9-to-5 career. Totally different lifestyle back then. I had no kids. I had heaps of flexibility to travel, and I had a really great income. But then I met my husband. We got married. We bought a house together. We had 2 children, and we made the big decision for me to stay at home full time with them because it was actually more expensive for me to go back to work than it was for me to stay at home. So if you can relate to that, pop some messages in the chat because I know that it's so true for so many people. Now, we started to argue on a single income over all these little day-to-day things, food budgets, paying off credit cards, mortgages. We never went on holidays, and it just caused a big strain on our marriage. Now, my highest values are fun and adventure. For those who know me, I love to do these things, and this was not a fun time. Although I loved my marriage and I loved my husband and I loved my children, I wasn't living in my values of what really, truly lit me up. So it ended up that I made a massive decision to leave the relationship. It was actually 7 years ago, 2 days ago. So this is like a big month for me. And my kids were only 2 and 4 at the time. So they were tiny. And you have all of these thoughts around, oh my God, like, what am I actually going to do? I've now got to go and live on a $440 a week pension. And for me, that just brought so much uncertainty and fear around, oh my God, like, what is my life going to look like for us? I'd never done personal development. I'd never worked online before. I'd always had that 9-to-5 career. So I just felt like I was stuck in this big Groundhog Day. you go and repeat every day as a mum, as a single mum. And I really lost myself in this whole process. I was run down, I was exhausted, and I just never spent time doing things I loved. But the biggest thing was that I had to keep saying no to the kids. Now, even if you're in a full-time job, sometimes your income gets capped and you still can't say yes to more things that you want to do. And so I got to a point where I was so stuck and I didn't know what road to take, but I could see that there was heaps of people working online, but I had no idea about it at all. And it wasn't until chatting to a personal trainer at my gym that I got my questions answered, just to see what this could be for me and my situation. So I sat on it for about 2 months, and I could see, same as Ange, that I loved the products. The products were amazing. And we're going to share with you in a second what we love about those. But for me, it was the idea of the flexibility to be able to create a part-time income around my children. So I got to that pivot moment where you're like, right, I'm deciding that I have to make a change. And I just gave it a go. I'm like, yep, like I'm all in, let's go. So what flexibility has meant for me over the past 6 years is that I haven't had to miss out on the school drop-offs. We're now like stuck here at home. I think, what are we on, our 6th week of school holidays with 2 more to go now that we're in lockdown a little bit longer here. But, you know, I've been able to put them into after school sports, have them off and go on some really cool adventures. So the first few years here for me was really crazy. You know, as mentioned before, I'd never done any personal development before, but I found out that the more I kept doing stuff like, and, you know, just stepping out of your comfort zone to do and host the event tonight, you get a new level of confidence. And I did not do videos before I started this. So this is something, a skill that I've learned. But I've also been able to just learn so much things about myself that I can teach other people, and it's just impacted in so many ways. So my biggest aha moment, my biggest thing that I've loved about this business so far is the magic moments that you can create with the bonuses that you can get as well. So adventures, as I said before, are some of my high values, and I've been able to take my kids to Disneyland. We've been to see the snow for the first time. I've been to America for 4 weeks. We go on camping holidays with like in school holidays. But I've also been able to create the lifestyle that wraps around my family life. So the biggest thing that someone said to me, my mentor said to me actually, was that all of our kids have got all these amazing dreams of when they're young, they've got places that they want to go to, things that they want to do. And I know that it's my job to be able to bring that to life for them. And this has definitely been the most rewarding way to do that. So I'm going to flick it over to my little slideshow, and I'm going to show you guys quickly, just over the next 10 to 15 minutes, just what this looks like for you guys. So hopefully you guys can see all of that. And flip it over. I've got multi-screens going on, so bear with me. All right, so our job here as an ambassador with Elite Lifestyle Collective, and also our Vitality Hub and Juice Plus with our products, is to inspire healthy living around the world and link arms with like-minded people that would love to build an income with you as well. So when I was shown this business model in the beginning, I love the concept of it, but I really had a whole load of fears and misconceptions about how on earth do these things actually work, right? And so this is our full compensation plan, which is really cool. Now, this is our brand new one that launched yesterday. So as of next month, we now have $124,950 in bonuses when you go through all of the levels in our plan. Now, we all start down here as a partner, if you can see my cursor, hopefully, but the yellow ones down there, that's where everybody begins. It's where Angie began, and we all pay $165 to get started. But we all have the pinnacle position of working our way up through the levels of our business to get to our pinnacle one is National Marketing Director. Oops, what's going on here? Okay, you can not see. Oh man. Let me go back to this. Sorry. So our pinnacle position is National Marketing Director, but there's all these positions along the way that anyone can work towards. But the great thing is that we don't have to wait for people to leave like we do in our normal jobs to be able to get to another level. But you also can't get through any of these levels without helping other people, which is what was so different in my old job. So my other concern was breaking out of the comfort zone, definitely. So I've been in this for so long. I had my career in corporate IT for 27 years, but I'd never had an Instagram page. I never I never learnt social media. I didn't do that in my old job. So by doing this, I've not only been able to just learn a brand new business model, it's cost me $165 a year to be able to do this around my kids. I don't have to hold any stock like you do in a lot of other businesses. We've got step-by-step training that we guide you through every step of the way. And we get to make a positive impact on others and work when we want to. So that's some things that were really stood out for me in the beginning when I started. Now, I like to talk about the magic of 5 because a lot of people think that we need to know a lot of people to be able to make this a success, and you definitely don't. And I was shown in the beginning that when we can find 5 people in our world that love this as much as we do, to create a life that you maybe can't create right now doing what you're doing, it's not always the first 5 people that join, but the cool thing is that those 5 people know another 5 people, and then we teach those 5 people to go and find their 5 people. And as you can see, the numbers just grow organically, just thinking about having 5 people around you. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is some of the girls that are in our team. Obviously, we've got Bianca here that's going to share her story tonight, but we're like all over the world. We've got people everywhere. And, you know, it just doesn't matter who you are or what experience you have. Just in our team, our mission here is to provide you with direction, support, and an amazing community to be a part of. And also to have all of the tools and the skills to completely level up your own life within health and finances, and just start working on a new lifestyle that you've really always dreamed of, but never really known how to get started on it. So why did I say yes? Like, I came across the Juice Plus company and just learned more about, as I learned more about the products, I could just see that they really aligned with me as a mum. They aligned with my health goals, and they also aligned with the kids as well. So we've obviously got Juice Plus that we align with for our nutritional support products. Now, these are really simple. Our products are basically fruit, veg, and berries in a capsule. They're very, I don't know why it's gone all blurry. Let's go to the next one. There we go. So Juice Plus is a very high quality supplement range with a whole food based supplement that adds more natural antioxidants to your diet. So the whole foods that go into our products are all harvested at the peak of ripeness. And we've also got a plant-based omega as well. So we all know that we need variety in our diet. So I like to think of all of these as just having an extra 2 to 3 green smoothies a day without the mess or the fuss. So everybody knows how messy smoothies are to have. I just love to be able to add these in for not only my own health, but also for the kids as well. So with our omegas that I had on the previous slide, they're so great because for eyes and brain and central nervous system, most people are lacking omega fatty acids that they need to live like a really great life of vitality. And our body just needs to have more plants. So the great thing about our omegas is that they don't contain any fish. And our other product is our whole food powders, which are these little guys here. So they're full of plant-based protein. I know Angie has a lot of them when she's using them in her workouts and for some of her customers as well. So in them, there's 17 superfoods. They're vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy free. They're a great source of fiber, and they've got pre and probiotics in them as well. So you can literally shake them up in a shaker, put them in a smoothie, put them in cooking, pancakes, protein balls. Like, there's so much good stuff that you can do in them. Now, Juice Plus is really unique because it's been around for over 50 years now, surprisingly. And apart from being all of the non-GMO and vegan and kosher, they're also certified by a third party, which means what's on the label is exactly what's in it. There's no contaminants, pesticides, banned substances, and they are not only the most researched brand named nutraceutical product in the world, but they're also the #1 selling plant-based supplement in the world as well, which is pretty cool. We haven't got that on the updated slide. So we have research now in like so many countries around the world. I believe that there's 37 peer-reviewed, gold standard, placebo, double-blind, all of that jazz studies that are done on the product. You can go onto the website and you can have a look at all of those amazing results. And we also have one of the largest observational studies of children in the world as well, that are between the ages of 4 and 18. Again, I don't know why I've gone all blurry, but Angie's kids are up there with their chews. So that's always really cool to see as well. Now, we all know that just Juice Plus is just one piece of our puzzle, and research is showing that when they're taking Juice Plus and also plugging into our program, look at all of the amazing studies that we have on kids over the past, like however many years they've had. They've got 250,000 study respondents just on this one study alone, which is really cool. Now, we also have a Vitality Hub program, and we know how confusing and overwhelming it can be when you're starting a health journey. So we've designed a program that we have everything that you need in one spot. So as well as our capsules, you get access to all of this program for lifetime access for free, which is amazing. And it's called the Vitality Hub. So in the program, there's recipes, healthy eating, workouts that you can do with limited time, Pilates, yoga, meditation, 8-week challenges, educational webinars. There is so much in there. Now, the reason we recommend Juice Plus products alongside of our program is because there's fewer than 1 in 10 children and adults that actually eat the recommended amount of vegetables. So this is just a really great way to combine all of that in for your family. So I'm going to bring this to life and bring Bianca on. Now, B, I'm just going to check. We've got 2 minutes left to go. So on the Zoom, if you want, do you want to share your super quick story? So Ange can actually have a minute to close.
Yep, I can totally do that.
Okay.
Crap. So I actually been on these products for about 3.5 years now. When I first started, I thought, yeah, Dylan, my husband and I were quite healthy. We went to gym, we ate, semi-healthy food, but we both sort of thought that there was something missing. So we were both super tired. Dylan used to be getting cold sores every sort of 2 months, and we were both sort of getting sick every weather change. So we weren't really looking for something at the time, but it sort of just popped up and we thought, let's just give it a go. A few months down the track, Dylan's cold sores stopped, and 3.5 years later, I think we've sort of both been sick 2 or 3 times with a normal cold and flu. And sort of since then, our energies have even boosted up. I've had a baby since then. I breastfed for 19 months with her, and our energy levels are sort of just awesome as well. So we love the products, and I'll quickly tuck it back to Ange.
Over to you, Ange. Oh, wait, where's you gone?
Sorry, I was muted. I just want to say a massive big thank you to everybody for coming tonight, and yeah, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming. Now, if you want to